Cancerians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your twin flame reading for January 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your personal details and I will never ask you for your credit card details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move on. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Cancerians, so we are now in 2022. What does that mean in particular for twin flame connections? Well, Venus is in retrograde until the 29th of January 2022, which means it is a prime time for twin flames to yearn for each other. In particular, it's a very strong time for twins to reach out to each other as well. So let us see what is happening for you in particular. We also have Saturn and Uranus direct this year, which brings shocking changes to relationships. So expect the unexpected when it comes to twin flame energy. So if you do not know if you're in a twin flame connection, please look it up online before you start this reading. I would hate for you to waste your wonderful time, but it often involves 2 people who are made from the same energy. You're twins. You're so alike. You actually trigger each other to the point of separation. So there is a runner, a chaser, and a separation period. That's a very basic way of describing it, but both parties, they spiritually ascend and evolve separately before finding their way back towards each other. Now the first pile is going to be your pile, the second pile will be your person's, and the last pile will be the unified energy of how to transmit this particular union, okay? Also, just to let you know, I like to describe twin flame energy as magnets. Okay, if you think of 2 magnets that are so similar in their polarities that they magnetize towards each other, but there is this sort of invisible force that keeps them apart. They sort of repel and attract each other because they're so alike in their polarities. So they have to remain apart until such time as the dynamics within the magnets change. And then we have a magnetic pull that matches. The frequencies match. So I like to call it like a magnetic exchange in terms of twins. Now I'll get all your cards first before I discuss them. But your card first is possibilities. Your person's is a repetitive cycle. So your person is in that repetitive cycle, and the unified energy is perfectly imperfect. Now, no relationship is ever perfect, and sometimes we have to make compromises. Most times, in most relationships, we have to make compromises in order to, you know, live in harmony. Everybody has a different journey to each other. Okay, so, you know, whilst we all have certain expectations, they may not be the other person's expectations. And it's about coming together in union and finding that midway point, that balance. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? How would you like to receive? How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. So, interesting. We have the first card for you is Infinite Possibilities. Infinite possibilities. So I feel like you are not just trying to be optimistic or hopeful in this situation, but also you're recognizing that you bring a lot to the table. I feel like you're getting a lot of clarity, my beautiful Cancerians, and you're seeing that you bring so much to the table that, you know, you are a wonderful potential for someone to love. Not just your twin flame, but other people. Okay, I do feel like you will be turning heads. So if you do not want to be with your twin flame, because it is a very difficult journey to take, not everybody can take it because it's so painful, the separation period, especially when you are the twin who knows you've met your counterpart and are willing to surrender to the union. It feels very vulnerable to open yourself up to that level of love. That's why your twin, the runner, tends to avoid it, because they know how painful it is. Also, I like to sort of underline that human beings, when something is so intense and we are afraid to lose it, sometimes the human psyche, if there's something that's really important and we're afraid to lose it, we actually decide to drop it so that we take back the power in order to have control over our emotions. The human psyche is very complex, but even moments, you know, we tend to sabotage ourselves, get in our own way, even when success is on the table. Sometimes we fear certain things and we just let it go, because it means we have the control still. Because if we took on like a mammoth task, like you know, a twin flame union, and we're afraid to lose that person, they could hurt us, it is better for us to walk away. That's what some parties feel in a twin flame union. So I'm just putting that out there. But it says here, there is potential in this relationship. However, know that this could translate into being a project, and it's up to you to decide if it's worth it. So that is what you are feeling in this relationship at this time. This person, this situation is a project. Now, very important, Cancer, because, you know, Cancerians are so nurturing. They're wonderful hearts. You're so open, warm, loving, and, you know, you're so compassionate towards so many people. You're a healer. And sometimes, because you have so much open love and care for people, they take advantage of your generosity. They don't mean to, but because it's warm in that energy to bask in a Cancerian's love, it feels good, okay? So just make sure you're not here to fix somebody, okay, Cancer? That's not your job. You're not someone's, I mean, be wonderful and help people out if you feel like they need help, but you're not an emotional crutch for someone. You're not, your job is not here to fix people who are broken or damaged in some way, okay? Now, we're all broken and damaged in some way, but it's about processing those emotions in order to come into some sort of acceptance so that it does not govern our future. We should not be held to ransom by our past. We need to let it stay in the past. But that is a question you have to decide the answer to, whether this situation, because it is going to be difficult. I mean, the last card you have is perfectly imperfect. So both of you can live in harmony, accepting each other's differences, accepting that you approach relationships in very, very different ways, even a twin flame one, but that is your call. We all have free will. So I feel like you're trying to see things clearly within a certain margin, as it were. It's almost like you're looking at the scope for the potential in this relationship, whether you want to stick with it or whether you want to walk away. Okay, we also have Humanity. And it says there, forgiveness, surrender, and release. So I feel there, I just get this energy of things being very slow moving in your relationship. And that there are some things that there needs to be some sort of apology or some sort of acknowledgement and accountability energy going on here. So you may feel like your twin has to give an account, or not give an account, because we got the Justice card. So I feel like you want to find a solution, but I feel like you want the truth on something. You want to know where you stand with something. You want someone to be honest and open with you and just say how they truly feel. Because, I mean, forgiveness means just that, forgive and forget. Now, I have a problem with that sentence myself in particular, forgive and forget. Forgive, yes, because you lighten your karmic load, but never forget the lesson, because it will always hold you in true stead as you move forward into the future. But I feel like you're wrestling with this idea of forgiveness, especially if you're seeing this person as a project and recognizing that they just don't do things the way that you do. And that's not that you want your own way at all. But I feel like there's a certain dynamic within this relationship that has been very difficult to process. And you're trying to understand this person because you're a water element. I'm a Scorpio, so I also understand that water element of being fluid, trying to, number one, go with the flow, open up to that level of love and understanding. You're someone who tries to understand from the other person's viewpoint. And sometimes that can be detrimental to yourself. Okay, so I just want to pull a quick card on this for you. What is it my beautiful Cancerians is wrestling? What are they wrestling with in terms of forgiveness? The Fool card. You're thinking about new start here, but also there's a little bit immature energy that's gone on in this relationship. Maybe from your twin flames energy, but I feel like it's really bogged you down. You may have felt like there was unfulfilled potential, but it's scattered your energy, and you may have felt like you wasted a lot of time. And I feel like there's a little push and pull here of should I stay, should I go? Even though your heart, you've been with this situation, I feel like a long time. Your heart has been engaged in this in a long time. But there's an element here of you wanting to be free from it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. We've got the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Now, either you feel like there's something that's been unkind, or someone told you a lie, or was dishonest in some way, or has not spoken up about their feelings. You feel very, I just get this energy of you wanting the truth. And the sword in the Ace of Swords in reverse is you haven't received what you are looking for. You haven't found what you're looking for in this connection at this particular moment. You may feel like it's unrewarding. I feel like you're willing to take a chance, but on this as well, you were willing to take a chance on this, but I feel like things became uncertain or clouded in some way. Yeah. The Seven of Swords, the Runner. Okay, now it's worth mentioning the Seven of Swords. I'm going to clarify with a different deck just to let you know I'm using the uprights only in this deck, and in these two decks I'm using both the reversals and the uprights to get a little bit deeper clarity. We have the the Seven of Swords here, which is about someone either being deceptive or avoidant. So the Seven of Swords, I feel this is ghosting energy, someone running away from their true feelings, someone running away from speaking up. Now, I'm going to pull a separate card because this is on your side. This is your side, your person's side, and the unified energy. So either there's something you feel like you want, you become the runner. When you avoid, when you start to take your energy off your twin flame, you're actually in the flow of the twin flame dynamic. That's the way it's meant to go. Okay, so think about those two magnets again. If you're changing the way that you feel about this relationship and thinking about starting anew, you're actually taking your energy off your twin flame and you're focusing on yourself, which is exactly the way it's meant to be, because that's how you process and change the energy, where your twin flame will start to feel that. And if you've taken your energy off your twin and you're not speaking to this person, or you're trying not to think about this person, because swords are about communication, they're about thought, you're really trying to disconnect from that, you become the runner and your person twists and comes, and it's like the worm has turned. They become the chaser. That's part of the sort of journey a twin flame union takes. It's not about games, it's about energetic exchange. So you both understand from each other's viewpoint, and once you both understand from each other's viewpoint, we have two magnets that are changed and they come together. Okay, so I'm just going to clarify to see if you are in that runner stage. You're the one avoiding now. Let me just see. I feel like you haven't quite got to that space, because the Justice card indicates you're weighing up your options. You want the truth, you want a solution, but equally you're weighing things up, you're judging it, you're not really sure. Okay, so let me just see that. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please clarify that Seven of Swords? Is that my beautiful Cancerian? Ace of Wands. No, it's the rejection. You're processing the rejection that has gone on in this relationship, and how difficult it has been. It's been very brutal. So brutal that you feel like at times you just want to run away from this, but you keep being magnetized back into this relationship. You got two aces in reverse, so I do feel like you are detaching. You're taking a real step back. The Nine of Swords, but then there we go. The Nine of Swords tends to mean as soon as you step back, the other person takes action. So there's this push and pull going on here. But I feel like you just want to change the dynamics, a lifestyle change within this, where you want this person to open up. You want this person to tell you the truth. You wish they would just come forward and speak how they truly feel. Deep down, really deep down, my beautiful Cancerians, you don't want to walk away from this. I feel with the Seven of Pentacles there, that means, can we save this? If we work really hard, can we actually make this something that is worthwhile? Okay, because the Seven of Pentacles, all the hard work goes in there. And whilst it does look like fairly fruitful, it's actually a lot of hard work to get a little out. So you may be weighing up whether you, whether what you get out of this relationship is rewarding or fulfilling enough to take on this project. Because the twin flame journey is very, very difficult and it takes time, you know, and we don't have time. I don't ever condone anyone waiting for a twin flame or anybody, okay? If someone makes you wait, that's your signifier to get on with your life, because you can't ever change or influence another person's perspective, okay? You can just sort of lay it out there on the line and say, I love you, but I'm not going to run after you. So if you can't find it in your heart to surrender to this union, then I'm walking away. And then that gives that other person the opportunity to think, okay, I'm going to lose here. And they get to decide. But if you force a person, if you beg a person, if you say, please don't leave, 9 times out of 10, you're actually pushing someone away. But most important, it should never get to that stage in the first place. Because if you ever, and I'm just saying this from my perspective, okay, not Spirit, they're not giving it to me right now. Spirit's actually showing me an image, I'll tell it to you in a moment. But from my perspective, if you ever have to beg a person, it's over, okay? Never allow yourself to get into that situation, okay? I was there once myself many, many years ago when I was very, very young and very immature and did not understand the world at all, was not evolved. And, you know, when I think back to that young me, I wish I could go back there and whisper and say, you know, stand up, walk out, don't even say a thing, you know, just because I felt on that, but it was my emotions. I'm a Scorpio. So, you know, I went to that intense place where I felt the depths of everything I had slipping away from me. And you become like, you know, emotional about it, of course. But anyway, bringing it back to the reading. The Seven of Pentacles says you're weighing up, is this worth it? Because it is hard work. And some people, they release a twin flame journey because it is a difficult position to be in. Now, just so you know, if you ever have to beg a person, 9 times out of 10, again, it is not your twin flame, okay? Just check out the dynamics of what that is. You know, your twin flame would never, I mean, you have an understanding. Separation period is very, very difficult, but different from dealing with a narcissist. So just be mindful. You know your own dynamic, okay? Anyway, we have the Justice card, so this is about finding a solution. The image that they're giving me is a button. A button. So either this person, you both press each other's buttons. I mean, they're showing me a button from like a shirt, but it's on its own. So either you just found a button, because they're not showing me the context of the button. Maybe this person gave you a button, or it's something you remember from regarding this person. So please take it as it resonates. Normally I get an image and they give me a sense of, oh, you found a button in a peculiar place, but they're just showing me a button on its own. So either you're looking at a button right now, or a button is in some way relevant to your situation, okay? So I'm going to leave that there. It's not going to be resonating for everyone. If it doesn't resonate for you, doesn't mean it's not your reading, just means they want that person to pay close attention, as their attention may have wavered. It's number 8. This deck in particular, the Ex-Animo Tarot deck by AUGURE, normally the Justice card is number 11, but in this particular deck, it is number 8. So you are weighing things up. You're focusing on yourself. 8 is the number of self. So you are trying to be honest with yourself. Is this something I can do anymore? Is this something I can forgive? Can I surrender to this union knowing that the rejection has been so difficult to process? So I feel like you are in a real decision point, that you'll make some major changes that will be ricochet. I feel it will ricochet throughout the rest of the year for you. I feel like this is an indicator that a decision needs to be made, and it will actually determine the outcome as we move throughout the year. Also, I feel like you had blind faith in this relationship. You really opened yourself up to this person. You thought it was definitely going somewhere. You thought it was quite a stable union at first. I'm going to pull a little bit more cards on that to see what's going on for you in the details. I'm using only the uprights in this deck. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? I mean, they keep showing me the button. Five of Pentacles. Now, the Five of Pentacles can also, I mean, isn't there that film, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button? That's what keeps coming to my mind. So either I'm picking up on someone thinking about that film. They want me to go one more, so I will. Or it's relevant. They're not showing me any images. That's just coming from me. The button is from Spirit, but the film is just making me think of that. So anyway, I'm just going to leave it like that. I mean, you got the Fool card again for the second time. So I feel like you're thinking about... well, in the context of the cards that you got a Five of Pentacles. There's abandonment here. You feel like this person isolated you, left you alone. I feel there's a worry here as well, that no matter what happens in this relationship, whether it comes and goes, ebbs and flows, I feel like still there's something missing. It's not as rewarding as you'd hope for. Five of Pentacles, you feel like you've lost this. The Two of Pentacles here, it's left you very undecided. And you may feel like this person has got commitment issues. So I feel like you're thinking about abandoning this now because it's just gone on too long. You didn't want to, but I feel like you're having the courage to make a decision and kind of accept some sort of closure on this. Okay, we've got the Fool card there. So I feel like this can be about, you know, taking a chance or taking a leap of faith. But in context with this is about taking a risk of walking away from this, because there just doesn't seem to be anything stable in it for you at this present time. Okay, so I feel like you're really weighing up your options. You didn't want to, but I feel like you're put in this position because it has been such a difficult journey with this person. So I do feel like you're thinking about opening yourself up to walking away from this or abandoning this relationship yourself. Remember, when you become the runner, that's when your person becomes the chaser. So there is an element here of you. The solution is you walking away. And they get to decide by having a life without a Cancerian in it, how much they miss you. Okay, so let us see your person. We've got repetitive cycle. This person, round and round and round. They tend to come in and come out. Okay, transient. And it says here, the predictable and repetitive cycle of an on and off relationship can be toxic and hurtful. So why put yourself through such an awful experience? Okay, but we got the Lovers cards. This person does know that you are their twin flame. Now, both of you are in a pattern. Okay, it takes two to tango always. There's going to be, you know, some people who are victims of circumstance, but also, you know, when you're in that heated discussion, sometimes we all get into positions where we say things we do mean to hurt the other person or things that we don't mean to hurt the other person. But most of all, we want a reaction. We want the other person to show us that they care in moments of challenge. Okay, now I'm not saying that's the right way to go about it, but that is the human nature. It is a go-to thing until such time as we spiritually evolve so that we find a better way of reacting to situations. Okay. So I just want to see what this person is up to. We've got the Eight of Pentacles here, and we also have the Sun in the reverse. This person, the Sun in reverse is about delay. It is also about confusion. So this person, if you haven't heard from this person for a little while, the Eight of Pentacles says this person is working on themselves. They're working on, you know, I guess in some way coming out of that repetitive cycle, because I feel like it has kept them stuck, and they recognize that, it's just getting them nowhere. If you always do what you always do, you're always going to get what you always got. So I feel this is unrewarding to this person. And I feel with the Eight of Pentacles, they are in some way working on themselves and trying to find their happiness. Because I feel like this person still hasn't found what they're searching for. Okay, I'm just going to go again there. And it's not that they haven't found you, because we got the Lovers card showing up in your twin flame spread. So this person knows that you are their twin flame. They know that they love you. But there's a choice here. So let me just see a little bit more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please show me one more? How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. They don't want to run anymore. They want to offer love. Okay, so isn't it interesting that the polar, it's shifting. You got the Seven of Swords again, but this time in the reverse for your person. We got it in the upright for you. We got it in the reverse for your person. So this person does not want to run anymore. Okay, Seven of Swords, I feel like they want to settle down. Page of Cups, this person wants to offer love. Now this person could be a little bit younger than you, or in terms of spirituality, they may be a little bit behind you in terms of spiritual ascension. But the Page of Cups tends to come on in with a surprise offer, but there can be an apology attached to it. Okay, a Page of Cups. And but I do feel like this person is going to, pages, they tend to bring news. I'm going to clarify one more with that Page of Cups with a different deck, just to make sure, whoa, that it is news, because I just want to make sure that it's not them opening themselves up to new love elsewhere. I just want to clarify that before I move forward. We got the Nine of Pentacles, no. So they're indicating it's not someone else, they're independent, you know, they're focusing on their finances. High Priestess, there's, well, we've got the reverse there. This is about, there could be trust issues. This person's quite a mysterious person, but because we got the Nine of Pentacles, it tends to mean this person's focusing on their finances, okay? And mainly focused on their freedom, but it's a solitary energy. And we finally have the Eight of Wands. So they're indicating it's news. This person's coming on in to tell you about their love for you. I just wanted to clarify, just to make sure if it was new love that they were opening themselves up to, or wanting to message you, and they're showing me that they want to message you. Okay, so the High Priestess in the reverse, though, there's something here about them that you don't trust, because they tend to repress their feelings. They tend to repress their psychic bond with you as well. So you may feel that they've got something to hide, but right now they're in a solitary energy right there. Seems like they're coming on into offer some sort of exchange, some sort of message with you. I'll see later, because I can't feel it right now. I'll always be honest and say I'm not feeling it, or I am feeling it. I'm not feeling right now what the message is going to be about. Let me see if I can decode that at the end there. We've also got letter in a bottle. Your message has been received. So either you have reached out to this person for the final time. It's really given them something to think about. Okay, I would expect a message back from this person. Sorry, they just want me to look at this card for a little bit longer. One moment, please. Okay, so all they're giving me right now, and it does not mean, I mean, it's not connected in any shape or form. They're just showing me an ice cream cone with an ice cream on it, obviously. So either you are eating an ice cream cone, or that's the last time you had a good time with this person. You both had ice cream cones or something. So I'm not really sure. I mean, ice cream is sweet. I mean, in some cases it's bad for you, but I mean, it could be bittersweet. I'm not sure. So please take it as it resonates. That image is not going to resonate for everyone. Letter in a bottle. With the Lover's card, I feel like this person is really going to talk to you about, I feel like they're going to be really authentic and open. They're really going to talk about their feelings about fear of settling down. That's what I feel is going to be in this message. The Lover's card is about choice, but it's also about partnership, love, soulmate energy, twin flame energy. So I do feel like this person, they know, and they're processing these feelings, but they're in a cycle. So let us see a little bit more detail. I'm not here to take anyone's side. I'm not here to say you did this, they did that. I'm here to understand the energy from both sides so that I can, yeah, this person's thinking about you. Queen of Cups. Cancerian energy, male or female, not a gender specific reading. The Queen of Cups is specifically a Cancerian energy, okay, just so you're aware. Now, yeah, I'm not here to take sides. I'm just here to try and understand so that I can transmute. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups here. And when you have the Queen of Cups, it tends to be like a seahorse, two seahorses there. So seahorses, they partner up for life. So this person sees you as a life partner. They see you as someone who is loving, caring, kind, nurturing, supportive, has everything. It's almost like you're the full package, okay? But I feel with the Moon card, their fears have got in the way. The Moon card is another Cancerian energy. It's Pisces Cancerian energy. And I feel like they're really transforming their feelings. There's a metamorphosis going on here. This person is becoming aware of their shadow self and the lessons that have kept them stuck in fear and illusion. They're purging a lot of their negative feelings. So I know that a lot of sort of people talk about the dark night of the soul. I don't feel like this person's going through dark night of the soul at the moment, but I feel like they're processing their patterns. They're noticing that they always do the same thing, that they always open up, allow you in, then all of a sudden shut you out. Okay, this person is learning because the World card is a lesson. The World card tends to mean lesson or new cycle. They're completing a cycle. So I do feel like they're stepping into a new fulfilling cycle where they're coming into balance. I'm going to pull a quick card on that World card because it can mean that they feel that they've lost you, that they feel like it's over. And you know, when something is over, you realize what you had when it's gone. So I just feel like this person is yearning. Okay, if you can have a look at that Lover's card there, there's a yearning going on there. But they're yearning after it's too late, or they feel like they've lost you. So I just want to clarify that energy before. Can you please clarify the World card for my beautiful Cancerians? Does this person think it's over? Does this person think Justice? They want to find a solution. They're starting to mirror you because you got the Justice card, you got the Justice card here. This is the energy that you're in. This is number 11, though, in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. This is the vintage one there. So this is about them being on their soul path. They were meant to have this wake-up call. They were meant to gain this clarity. You know, the Justice card is about learning. It's also about fairness, truth. They're being honest with themselves about their side of the street in the relationship. So I feel like this is an indicator that they need to make a choice. They're learning the lessons about the pattern that they've been in. And the Four of Pentacles is about opening up. It's about being vulnerable. It's about letting go of the false narrative that you this person may be holding on to. I'm going to go one more and then we'll move on to the unified energy for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. They see things clearly. They're not confused anymore. Okay? The Two of Swords in the reverse, they've chosen. They know. They can see. Okay? Now, they may have felt overloaded with this, but I feel like it's not that they're making a compromise because their heart wants what the heart wants. And they're showing me very clearly that the heart wants that Queen of Cups. So, and the Moon energy as well. So intuitively, I feel like this person is starting to open up and release any blockages that they've had. Now, that doesn't mean that it's all going to be roses and unicorns and all of that wonderful romantic stuff that they sort of sell us in movies. They were already indicating that this particular twin flame energy reading that I'm picking up on is going to be a project, or it's going to be difficult. It's going to be hard work. It can be rewarding. We always feel very rewarded and fulfilled when we feel invested in things. But let's see. It says, perfectly imperfect. The love you have for them allow you to accept their flaws and accept them for exactly as they are without trying to change them. This is your unified energy. So this is both of you accepting your differences and, you know, honoring each other's diversity and being unified in that diversity, honoring that both of you come from different viewpoints with regards to a relationship, and in that you can find the balance. There's a lot of light. They're showing me a lot of clarity in this relationship where you both see each other honestly and openly. I feel at moments, just like I did a Scorpio reading a couple of days ago, just like the Scorpio reading, I feel like this person did not like the fact that you could see them, you could feel them. And this person, I feel like they're quite private, they're quite closed in their energy. They don't like to be exposed in that way, but you feel them on a different level. There's also, they may have even said to you, like, what magic do you have over me? You have some sort of spell over me, because I feel like they feel very different when it comes to you. And they can't, this person, when they can't understand it, they take a step back in order to process. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Now we've got fish. Pay attention to your dreams. If you've not been hearing from this person, you've certainly been dreaming about this person. I feel like both of you have been dreaming about each other. That's a way of spirit intervening, your guides intervening to keep you sort of in some way connected. I feel like you're both in your dreams. I feel like you're both finding your way back to each other. I know that sounds wonderfully romantic and at the same time a little bit but I just feel like you are finding each other. Okay, let me just clarify this energy before I go forward. Thank you so much. The Ten of Swords, processing the pain, the ending, how painful it was, seeing things clearly. I mean, to get that Two of Swords again, I feel like this is about, you know, the Ten of Swords there really connects to your energy of thinking it's over, it's the end, it was so painful, you're processing that pain. I gotta go get that card now. Oh my gosh, I can see it on the floor. It's the Wheel of Fortune. Destiny intervenes. And we've got the Two of Swords there in the reverse there, which indicates this person's seeing things clearly. I'm just gonna go get that card. One moment, please. And we got the Wheel of Fortune there as well, okay? So this is a destined relationship where I feel you can turn this around. The Wheel of Fortune at grassroots basically means a turning point, okay? It's about karma, destiny intervening to bring a change within the relationship, you know, the end of a negative cycle. But it is about accepting both the good and bad in everything. You know, it is about sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. And that's just the way life and relationships truly are. So I feel like this is a good turning point in your relationship where you can see that you're processing the pain and you're letting go and you're walking away, you're focusing on yourself. You're even thinking about a new start. And your person then starts to feel energetically that you've pulled away, and they finally see, they have an awakening, they have an epiphany, and they come seeking. So that is the natural order of things in a twin flame union. Also, we've got the Magician card here. So both of you thinking about each other, magnetizing each other, bringing each other to life. The Magician is about magnetism. It is about using your dreams in order to inspire action, but also inspire your surroundings. Thoughts become things, and you're dreaming about each other. So I feel like this is about you sort of drawing each other back into each other's world. So let us see a little bit more detail on the outcome. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Grand Angels. Ooh, it's quite a lot. We've got Justice again. So Justice is about finding that solution. Both of you seem to get this card. You both want to find a solution. We've got the Magician, double Magician. You're both thinking about each other. We've got the Ace of Cups, and we got the Knight of Swords. So I feel like this relationship can find a solution, okay? Justice card is about honest, open communication. Finding, judging the situation, but finding the truth in the situation, being authentic with each other, coming together, meeting each other halfway. But justice indicates a decision needs to be made. It's almost like make or break. If this doesn't, I feel like if you decide to walk away, I mean, it's over forever, my beautiful Cancerians. I feel like your person is coming towards you, but I feel like it's almost like an attempt to save this, because we've got the Magician card. Both of you, I mean, heavily thinking about each other. You may try to put your mind out and stop thinking about this person, but if you find uncontrollably that you can't stop thinking about this person, because we got two magnets here, two magicians magnetizing each other in some way back towards each other. Also, we've got that Ace of Cups. There is love here. I feel like it's divine love. This person is going to offer you their cup of love. I do feel like, I mean, the Knight of Swords, this person is making changes. So you wanted that Knight of Swords. You wanted the changes. You're getting the changes. You're getting the Knight of Swords. Someone who is open, communicates with you, and offers love. Because I feel like this person does not want to lose you. Deep down, at the core of this person, they do not want to lose you. This person is learning a lesson, a hard lesson, okay? But I feel like you learned a very difficult lesson in the first place with this person. Let me see if there's anything detrimental that both of you need to work on or be aware of, my beautiful Cancerians, before I close the reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Any advice or anything they need to be aware of? Page of Swords. I would say, with the Page of Swords, that's about being curious about each other, you know, and almost checking up on each other and not being so open. Because sometimes when we check up on each other and we see certain situations, we can make, you know, 2 + 2 can equal 5 sometimes. We start putting things together and trust issues start to come into play. I feel like it's about being honest and open, especially with that 7 of Cups there as well. So either your person tends to, like, you know, because this is kind of like someone who spies on you, or someone who is curious to see what you're up to. They want to find the truth. They're always digging for something, okay? With the 7 of Cups in the reverse, that's about, you know, clarity. Be open. Be honest with each other. You know, release the illusion of fear. Release all the illusions, all the false narratives, and just exist in an open, honest discourse with each other, and then you can truly build something. But I feel the Page of Swords indicates, like, there's always this investigative energy, investigating what are they up to. They didn't message me. That may be something that is occurring in your relationship. Okay, so I feel, you know, even if someone says on social media, hey, honey, how you doing? You could be like, who's this person calling you honey? What's that going on? What's that all about? And that person may not even reached out for like 5 years or something. So sometimes we build a narrative within our own mind. So it's showing up for a reason. So that may be something that we all need to work on, not just you, my beautiful Cancerians, but it's showing up there for a reason. It's almost like curiosity. Let's open up to a little bit more authentic self and take the person at face value, not looking at their social media or things like that. That's what I'm getting from that, okay? Anyway, the final card for your reading is the Rose. Protection, love, romance. Now, if you think about the rose, it really does fit in with your reading. The rose is so beautiful. The scent is alluring. It is so gorgeous to look at, but it's thorny, okay? So this bittersweet kind of symphony energy going on here. A real project, but you have to honor each other's differences. It's not always going to be unicorns and rainbows. It says your bond deepens as you surrender to the purity within your heart. So that's definitely the energy that's coming out here. Protection, love, romance. There is a lot of love. It's number 11. It's destined. It's a destined relationship. Also, number 11 typically is the Justice card. So finding a solution. So I do feel like 1111 is a very important number for you in particular, about being on a soul path. So your person may actually reach out to you at 1111, or I mean, the 1111 is the twin flame path. So that is a very important message, that this person is your twin flame. Okay, I'm just going to give you a trinket before we close. Oh my gosh. You know what? It's so hard to decode what something is in your little finger. You just can't, you know, with these fingers here, I just noticed, with these fingers, I could tell that that was a ring by holding it like that. But like that, you can't tell what that is. So I had no, but you got the engagement ring. Okay. So that is about unity. You and this person, you can find a oneness in the situation where you can find love. There may even be a commitment. on a deeper level, whether you're already married and you're coming back together into unity, or whether you're single, you may actually get engaged or married to this person. But this sort of signifies things coming full circle, okay? And, you know, the most rewarding things are formed under pressure. So if you think about diamond, okay, that's not a diamond. I can't afford a diamond. But anyway, that's like a cubic zirconia or something like that. Yeah, anyway, moving on. They're indicating that, you know, it is formed under pressure. So where would you like this? They want it on the Ace of Cups. So I'm going to pop it on there, Ace of Cups, for you. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press the little bell that lets you know when I Sorry, they're just giving me something, so I'm just distracted for a second. I'll let you know what that is in a minute. That just lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me. They're giving me Mary Rose. Mary Rose. Now, Mary Rose, I mean, it could be a name, or because we just got Rose out as well, it could be Mary and you're given a rose, or it could be Mary Rose. Mary Rose, I feel, was a famous ship, some sort of ship. So ships are about journeys and voyages, and maybe it was a difficult voyage, but I'm going to have to look up the history of it. I don't really know. I'm just giving you what I've been given, which is Mary Rose. I mean, it could literally be like you're having a salad and you're having some Mary Rose sauce. So I'm not really sure. So please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Cancerians. Love and light.